Growing up, I loved to draw, and I was always encouraged to draw, and my uncle was an architect, so watching him do what he does, I got inspired to go in that same direction.
My father would sketch a lot, and I kind of picked it up from him, and then we did a lot of traveling as a family and just going to interesting places and really kind of enjoying and admiring the architecture. And I think that was probably the one thing that kind of pushed me to, as a child growing up, always wanting to know that I wanted to go into design.
So Greg and I met, but we had gone to the same school and we were in different classes, but we knew each other. And in New York, there was a group of Auburn people that kind of had moved to New York, and we got to be closer friends then, and we started working together on side projects. I was at Gwathmey Siegel.
I was at Arrow with Thomas O'Brien.
And we just started kind of helping each other out. One of our professors encouraged us to form our own office, and we did.
We started off with a really great residence, private residence, and a restaurant.
From that point on, it really defined what our practice is all about. It's about beautifully detailed residential work and beautifully detailed hospitality work. And those worlds, while seemingly very different, they actually inform each other, and I think it makes our work what it is. The success of a good collaboration is when we both put our energies into something, it happens quickly, and it's dynamic and it's energetic.
We've worked long enough together that, you know, I can start a sketch and then will, you know, all of a sudden kind of inch in, is like, here, I think it should go, and can complete it. And I think there's really something comforting about that.
We love all of our projects, so it's hard to ask which ones are the most fulfilling. There are certain projects that mark our kind of milestone projects along the way. I would say that, you know, we finished a house in Tennessee that's beautiful, contemporary. It's on a beautiful property.
The other project for me is the One Hotel, working with Barry Sternlick and Kemper Hires and that whole team. And this was a new brand and really kind of starting out in its infancy, and seeing it, you know, as we all worked together to see it grow, and really came up with something that was, I think, really unique. Casa Dragones was this tiny little tequila bar, tasting room, but it was one of those really unique, interesting projects. He's a true friend, but also a gentleman too, and I'm inspired by him every day when I come in. We have a lot of fun together working. He's very in tune to what we're working on and can, you know, be laser focused on something, but then also change gears really quickly, you know, to look at something else. Even when we're traveling together, usually we have limited downtime, but it's always nice to get away. And he's always game for kind of going and checking out a new restaurant or a new gallery.
It's inspiring to see Gray draw and figure out a plan. There's not anybody that I know that can draw a plan better than Gray Davis. It's pretty unique and special, but he can do other stuff too. But when we think about trends and things that we don't like, it's when things look too perfect. When things don't look livable, they don't look comfortable, that's a turn-off. And I think that's what we strive to make in our work. It has that sense that someone actually can live there and be comfortable there.
So many times you see these places that are too perfect and over-designed, and I think, you know, you want something that's a little imperfect or it's got some quirk to it. But we always go back and, you know, is it a place that you'd feel really comfortable in spending time in? What
we like to do is, between our residential work, which are like really interesting projects that kind of vary, and our hospitality work, which is wildly varied as well, there's always some outlier of a very different form of one of those.
I would probably say a private yacht. I think that would
be very cool. Doing a private yacht, doing a aircraft or something would be very interesting.